right, for your next project, you're going to be doing a digital still life. A still life is an image where it's objects that represent you as a person or represents a community. Could be your generation, could be your age group, could be that you're middle school, whatever. So I'm obviously going to start with Procreate. I am going to go up to my plus sign and I'm just going to choose the paper option. And just make sure that you go into your wrench tool and your canvas and check your DPI. Make sure it's at 300 because we will want to print these out. There's a couple of different ways that you can do this. I started a sample one. This one I've got images from the internet and I went over and traced them, and I would eventually turn those off and manipulate where I would put things. But when I did it, I realized like this isn't really a representation of me. It's more a representation of the like now generation. So I actually this morning took a photograph of my shoes because that I feel is something that represents me a little bit better. You're not going to be able to have access to your photos, obviously, but you could take a picture and save it on your Google Drive and pull it from your Google Drive. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add mine from my gallery. So this was the image that I took this morning. So I basically threw my shoes on the couch, and I'm going to use the couch and the blanket as part of my still life. So turn that off, and I want to lower the opacity because I'm going to be tracing over it and I want to be able to see what I'm doing. I need to add a new layer because I want to be able to turn this off eventually. So I need to draw over top of it essentially. Now, as far as your pen is concerned or your brush, you can choose whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable with. So I'm going to use this brush that called Line Art Brush. You won't have this. This is one that I've downloaded. If you want this brush, I can definitely put it on Schoology for you guys so that you have access to it too. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all of my lines. I'm essentially going to outline every object. So you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. I'm going to start by going over my blanket. Trying to get all those wrinkles and everything in. So you're going to continue to do that until you finish the whole thing, and then I'll show you the next step. can see, I have finished my composition. After actually drawing it, I realized that I really wanted my shoes to be my emphasis. So in order to make them bigger, I went up to my ribbon tool and clicked on the automatic, clicked on all of the shoes that I wanted to make larger, then went up to my arrow tool, and it allowed me to make those, to blow them up, to expand them. So when I'm finished, I'm gonna go up to, make sure you're in gallery. You're gonna make sure that you have titled your project. Go up to select, check mark it, share it as a JPEG, and make sure that you're sharing it in the file that I have created for you. And then once you're finished, you're gonna go into Safari and open up your Artsonia. So once you're finished, if you have any questions, go back and rewatch the video, or you can ask me during class. This project will be due in, I believe May 1st was the due date that I assigned it. Just remember that you have spring break coming up, so that will affect the time that you'll be able to work on it. Good luck.